So how about the cool dress code for today, guys? Oh, yeah. Yes, please. Our toes, we can feel them. Let's aspire to that standard more often. Keep our toes nice and warm, guys. You know, why? Why do we do this to ourselves? We're just bent on torturing ourselves. You know, for the benefit of this group right here, I put on my Google FBI hat and I found out who created high heels. What was the origin of who created that platform with one stilt and said, let's walk on these? You know who created them? Men. Of course. Of course. King Manolo. King Manolo. So, but what might not be very well known is that the men created the heels for themselves. They were originally created for men so they could have some extra inches in height. You know, they worry about this stuff, so they created it. And they made them beautiful. And they made them beautiful, and they made it like, you know, aristocratic, wealthy men said, let's fix this. And so the shoe with the heel was created. And they looked at them, they got, of course, as rich people do, thousands were made before any planning. And then they all arrived, they were beautiful, they were, colorful, dazzling in every way that you can think. And they're admiring them. These are great. Who made these? Prize for that guy, King Manolo. And then they put them on. And then they put them on and tried to walk. In 2 minutes, they were like, you know what? This was a stupid idea. This didn't really go down the way we planned it. So let's just dump these. They're like, we're rich anyway. Like, the rest will work itself out. We don't need it. But then they're sitting on all this inventory of beautiful heels. And they're like, what do we do with these? Well, they were a little heartbroken. There is a heart in there. King Manolo. And he's like, let's give them to the women. Let's see what the women can do with these. So the women, ever so excited to receive a gift from the men. Like, oh my God, shiny, bejeweled things. Let's get them on. The women are so excited. High heel parties all over France, somewhere. Back there, Game of Thrones people. Outside the wall. Outside the wall. High heels. Women are like, these are so amazing. They're admiring, they're trading, and then they put them on their feet. And they're like, oh, can't actually walk in them. These are not really walking-friendly shoes. But, women have a different reaction to problems than men do. A man will be like, this is the problem, I don't want to deal with it, done. A woman takes it on as a challenge. You're not a woman until you complicate a problem beyond belief. So they think, let's make them pointier. Let's make them narrower. Let's make them higher. We don't feel our toes anyway. Let's numb the entire foot. I'll never forget that a friend of mine, a few years ago, like right after 9/11, once told me something that, that has been seared in my memory. She said, 9/11 had just happened. She said, I don't need Osama bin Laden to terrorize me. I don't need Osama bin Laden. I terrorize myself. I'm a woman. I find every way to make my life more difficult, more miserable, more, I do it to myself. So, this is the story of women. And at the time, I remember thinking, oh, she's wrong. But now I happen to own about 300 pairs of heels, so she had something there. But you know who's less popular than Osama bin Laden in New York? The one person who's less popular than Osama bin Laden in New York is the person who has a cold. All you have to do is sneeze. You have to sneeze somewhere. You sneeze somewhere and you're the bad guy from Contagion. You're like untouchable, leper, like stay away. Because we in New York, we're too busy to get sick. we never have time. It's never a good time. You know, if you're in Arkansas and you sneeze somewhere, somebody's probably going to rub your back. Do you need a tissue? Can I give you something? Can I get you some hot water with the ginger and the garlic and every other solution we've worked out? Not in New York. Not in New York. Here, you sneeze, and immediately there's a reaction. In a subway. You sneeze in a subway, and it's like the polite sidestep. Have you guys seen that? It's like, the contagion has arrived. I cannot get sick right now. I cannot get sick right now. I cannot get sick tomorrow. I have a work week. Ski trip. I have a ski trip. US Open tickets. Oh my God, it's my dog's birthday. Whatever it is, you cannot get sick because you're a New Yorker. So like, who is it that can get sick? Like, is there a person out there for whom like there's a timetable map? I mean, people in Jersey. Like, what are they doing? What are they doing anyway? This is a true story. I did sneeze once. I made the mistake of sneezing in a grocery store, unannounced. Because, you know, usually you feel the sneeze and you stop it. You're like, wait a minute. There's like a school person here. There's your doorman there. Then there's your kid. Like, you got to find a safe. No, I did sneeze in a grocery store by accident once. And a lady had such a reaction. She walks up to me and gets in my face. Go home! So I'm looking at her and I'm thinking, if a sneeze is going to kill you, you should be staying home. Do you know how many things we are surrounded by? But that's the insanity of New York. Nobody is sane here. And if we have any high school moms in the room, there is no hope for any sanity, is there? High school moms, guy, what is going on? What? How intense is high school in this area? It is completely absurd.
Public or private?
Oh, both. We're done.
Naughty.
Vimla, we're done. There's no hope for either of us. There's no hope. All of us are in this together. It's like I feel every one of my kids' exams in my heart. Projects, group things that they have to meet for. Extracurricular activities. You know what that is? You know what extracurricular activity is code for? It's mom's problem. That's what that's code for. And then, as if that's not enough, we're at the footsteps of college applications. We're like right there, a lot of us in this room. College applications. It starts with something called Common App. I don't know how many are familiar with it in this room. I myself have a parent account already, because I did that when Zoya was in fifth grade. But you guys are behind, it's okay, I get it. But the Common App, it was designed to make things simple and unintimidating. It was designed for that, right? Oh no. They're like, we're looking for your nice, normal kid, well-rounded. Liars! All of them. Don't believe it. I'm telling you right now. See, the moms who have kids in college, they're like, they have this ghostly look, like, yeah, we're survivors. We made it through this. They're completely lying. You know how they're lying? Do you know how we know that they're completely lying? The Common App, the first section of it opens with the title, Achievements. And then under it, there are 12 blank lines. 12! Whose kid? I want to meet the kid who has 12 real achievements. Whose kid has we'll take my kid, for example, right?
Which one?
Take anyone. Potty trained at 3, which, we're going to make that 2, just because, like, how will they check that? Takes a subway alone. That's a big deal, guys. Takes a subway alone and hasn't been caught binge drinking yet. That's a great kid. That is a great kid. You would think that, but no. Common App is not happy. Common App is like, where's the remaining 9? If you hit enter with 3 achievements, you're going to get about 300 error messages. Like, are you sure? Are you like really sure? Because you know you're not going to get in. Like, why are you even sending the money? Like, let me just break it to you. You're not going to get in. And as if the misery of the Common App wasn't enough, the next section, the GPA. Make it like a mysterious runaround for everybody. I thought 1 to 4 was the scale. 4 was supposed to be the best. That was the agreement. Not anymore. There is a 4.4, there is a 4.8, there's also a 5.2 kid out there somewhere. Sharmila, Marjan, your kid, right? 5.2. Let me just tell you, that's just rude. That's just freaking rude. That's what I'm going to tell you. But now, today, there's this whole mysterious grade range. You used to think if you had the 4.0 kid, you were like so happy. Garbage! Today, garbage. Put them in the delete pile. So you might think, how are these mysterious GPA inflations happening? Like 5.2, how do you even get there? Well, Google FBI hat. I talked to Mr. 5.2. It's like, auntie, because I'm universal auntie. Everybody knows that, right? I'm the universal auntie. I took 17 AP exams. No, just 17? No, really? 17 AP exams. So I'm thinking, but my school only offers 4. So, you know, terror has struck a mother's back. Like you feel it in your spine. You're like, oh my God, the missing 10 APs. Guess whose job it is to find them and make that happen? It's gonna be mom's job to make it happen. And at the end of this long journey, the kids think they need a gap year, that they need rest. You know what? I'm the one who's tired. I'm giving up. Everyone for themselves. I don't even care anymore. I'm taking a gap year from parenting. But listen, you can't say that. How can I say that? Like, look at my life. My fireplace that was working until a few minutes ago just died on me. But we'll pretend it's still there. I'm so fortunate. I can't be resting. I have to give back. People, we're not New York women if we're not giving back. So what do? There are problems all over the world. There's a volcano happening here. There's a tsunami happening there. There's a mudslide happening somewhere. That sounds fun. It's not. And if you decide to get involved with the hashtag Save Mudslide people, you need hunter boots. Just letting you know that. But there's so much going on. I can't be like just thinking about my kid and their GPA and my own life and my sanity. Psh. I have to save the world. I have to get myself out there. So my aspirations, not being that global, I think, let me volunteer my time somewhere in my neighborhood. Let me become a CoCheck lady at the Met. Let me get that job. So I walk into the Met and I say, I would like to become your CoCheck lady. This is what you're greeted with. Have you met the volunteer coordinator? He is in his office from 9:01 to 9:12. And in the meantime, fill out this package. Turns out giving away my time for free is not that easy either. So I take the package home. I take the package home and I start reading it because I'm determined. Like, I'm nothing if I'm not determined to complicate my life. Shalab's nodding back there. He's like, yes. Yeah. I open the package, biography, like what's your story, your credentials, I want to be the CoCheck lady. Okay, credentials, volunteer history. I'm trying to get in. Somebody open the door so I can start building that history. And the essay. A little short essay on why Why do you want to be the CoCheck lady? You have to answer that. I mean, if you don't have a burning, riveting passion, what are you even doing in this space? So, the essay, I can do this. I'm a storyteller. I can do this. Like, I love quotes. And I deeply respect hangers. I wanted in my whole life to do nothing more than to bring these two together. That's 2 lines. That's 2 lines. That's 2 lines. You still have a whole page. This is the 12 achievement misery again. Once upon a time, I was a young girl and I gave my coat to somebody and I never saw it again. And I pledged when I was homeless in India, I will make sure all the fur coats of the Upper East Side stay safe. I didn't get the job. That's like one of my many. I didn't get the job. No, I didn't get the job because I should have just told them the truth. I should have said I'm lonely and I'm looking for some purpose. You know, but you know that story, as heartfelt as it really was, didn't fly. They're like, no, reject. You know, and I got one of those nice reject emails. We would love to have you, but there are so many others. Just take the knife and twist it in a woman's heart. You're not really qualified to hang all the coats in our institution. Yeah. So, but I'm not a quitter, guys. I don't give up easily when I am on the road to complicate things. That's the one mission I will not give up. Screw the Met. Who needs the Met? My kids' school. They want me. They don't just need me, they want me. Like, how elevated is that? They send you emails, we want you! So, okay, they want me, and I think they have a big sale coming up. Perfect opportunity to step in. And I sign myself up, and I'm like, ready to do the bake sale. And then I realize, in the day of the great British baking show, Pinterest, the double zoom in Insta food posts, you can't just break a brownie. You have to handcraft it. You have to ideate it. You have to customize it. It has to be bespoke. And furthermore, it has to be gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free, sugar-free, obviously taste-free. But not content with that. Then you have to add all the things. The pink Himalayan salt, the molten caramel, the Boca Java Baga, I don't even know what the stuff is. You have to put all that in such a way that the brownie has felt your love. By the end, I've just given up. By the end, all charitable intentions of mine end only in one place. I call you guys up, frantically. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. Shala made me. Shala made me get into the big sale mania. The poor guy has never heard the word brownie before, but like I am like, when I talk to you guys, his mom made me. The prestige of Uttar Pradesh was riding on this brownie tray. So, you know what? That's where that all ends, is we have drinks with each other and we conclude the only logical thing a New York woman today has to conclude. Self-care.
Yes.
Self-care. The most local charity of all. Take care of yourself. Speaking of which, I hope you guys have a great time this evening. Keep your toes warm.